Yeah, that's no good. Weird. Library. Yes, that's good. That's good. Okay, let me just check this as well in the first one. That's true. It's a very similar structure. So actually, I'm going to load this just as like a smaller subset, so we can work on the export functionality. Paramore. That should be a lot smaller. Okay. Has child nodes is the only thing. I mean, do we have to... main... It's actually the second one that we want. So, will this have like a count? In fact, I'll call this dictionaries again. Unexpected end of file. That's kind of weird. Does this have a count? just one. Get elements by tag name. Again. Just one. That's pretty weird. Maybe let's try and do it like this. Maybe this is a more reasonable way of doing this. Oh my gosh, okay. This is not a great way to do this. Don't try this at home. Print tracks. Not very safe, but anyway. Nothing. Undefined variable tracks. Do you see what I'm trying to do though? Do you see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get... Oh, that's why that's not going to work. Is document. Silly me. Silly me. I'm trying to get the tracks dictionaries. This is like a really weird format that this XML file is saved in. Length. Hey! That looks right. How many tracks are in this list? 51! That looks right. Okay, so this does work. Main... root node. Tracks node. Track nodes. Track container track nodes. Okay, now that we've got reference to all of these things, we can, I don't know, export them. For each track says track. Clean is that. Clean is, okay, so we're going to have elements with keys and values. Do we want to loop over the child nodes of this? I'm going to loop over the child nodes of this. Tracks as track. For each track as node. Key is if node tag tag name. Is that what we're looking for? Element extends DOM node. Methods properties tag name. Node tag name is key. Smell is very unsafe, but anyway, if it's key, then key is node value. Does that make sense? Is there a method for that? Inherited? What about node? Node name, node value. Node value. Well, I mean, that seems like it could work. Value. Else. Actually, I want to do an else. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to do this. I want to do clean key is node value. Because then I can reset the key straight away and I don't have to keep a value floating around. And then let's print out what clean is after this. Print clean. Oops. same spelling mistake again. Unbelievable. Okay, let's try this. Nothing. That's interesting. What do we get here? Array. I'm kind of confused. We have the right number of tracks. That's interesting. So track child nodes. Should be a node list. Length 66. Sure. That's actually what I wanted. Now I'll print a node and it'll be a key. Yes, with a node value track ID, so that's what I want. Huzzah! So we have an array of this. We probably want all is array. Clean is all. Because we want an array of these things, remember? We're going to do this for all tracks. This is 51 tracks worth of info. Wow. Name part 2. Name edit fun. That looks like what we want. And then file put contents. Tracks JSON is JSON encode. Some guy named Jason is encoding all our data. Let's just format this a little better for the font size. Now, this should write out a JSON file with this playlist. Pretty JSON. I don't even know what the hotkey for that is anymore. But this looks right. This looks right. It tracks for everything from that playlist. So I should be able to write this. I mean, if I have enough memory. I should be able to write this whole thing out. If I change this to library. I don't know if I have enough memory to do this. allocated to PHP anyway, because it's got to do this. It's got to load 50k stuff into this DOM document and then traverse it and create a big old array for all of those tracks. So I guess we'll see if there's enough memory. What's this file size actually like? No, not that. Let's see, this is the folder. The file size is 2 megs, so it shouldn't be the worst. It's just going to take a long time to read. It shouldn't be the worst. That's a lot of warnings. I wonder why that tag is invalid. Let me see if... Nope, frames look fine. Now it's doing all of that work. It's loaded it into memory. Okay, so what does tracks look like now? Tracks is not bad. I mean, this is why you have to wonder, why is using XML that great an idea? I don't buy that metadata is all that makes this interesting. This is going to be a big JSON file. I may have just killed Atom. I can close this. I wonder how long that's going to take. Okay, and this has 36,000 lines. But that looks like it, right? I mean, we can save that and never open it again. And then I guess we can comment this all out because we don't need to do the DOM document stuff anymore. But let's do tracks is JSON decode the contents. And probably want this as an array. So, the moment of truth. How many tracks do I have in my library at the moment? 1,195. Let's go and check that. Just to be all interesting and stuff. My music. How do we see a list of all tracks? View. Well, smart playlist. Size is greater than 0 megs. What? No, XXDVXX. I'm not using them. I am using Atom, which is just as cool and looks awesome. Anyway, so what we got exported was 1,195 tracks in that JSON file. And iTunes says that everything in my library is 1,200, so it's near as makes no difference for the rest of this thing. But now we have a list of tracks, so we can begin to filter this stuff, I guess. And this is where RulerZ comes in. RulerZ. Still don't know how to pronounce it. Okay. So we've already installed it with Composer. We can create a new thing, I guess. How do we